I will start my reading practice from the book Effective Public Speaking by Dale Carnegie. I once asked Dr. Lynn Harold Hogg, formerly president of Northwestern University, what was the most important fact that his long experience as a speaker has taught him. After pondering for a minute, he replied, to get an arresting opening, something that will seize the attention immediately. He planned in advance almost the precise words of both his opening and closing. John Bright did the same thing. Gladstone did it. Webster did it. Lincoln did it. Practically every speaker with common sense and experience does it. But does the beginner? Seldom. Planning takes time, requires thought, demands willpower. Celebration is a painful process. Thomas Edison had this quotation from Sir Joshua Reynolds nailed on the walls of his plants. There is no expedient to which a man will not resort to avoid the real labor of thinking. There is no expedient to which a man will not resort to avoid the real labor of thinking. The trio usually trusts to the inspiration of the moment with the consequence that he finds. Beset with pitfall and with kin, the road he is to wander in. The late Lord Northcliffe, who fought his way up from a meagre weekly salary to being the richest and most influential newspaper owner in the British Empire, said that these 5 words from Pascal had done more to help him succeed than anything else he had ever read. To foresee is to rule. That's also a most excellent motto to have on your desk when you are planning your talk. Foresee how you are going to begin. When the mind is fresh to grasp every word you utter, foresee what impression you are going to leave last when nothing else follows to obliterate it. Even since the days of Aristotle, books on this subject have divided the speech into 3 sections: the introduction, the body, the conclusion. Until comparatively recently, the introduction often was and could really afford to be as leisurely as a buggy ride. The speaker then was both a bringer of news and an entertainer. 100 years ago, he often filled the niche in the community that is filled today by the newspaper, the magazine, the radio, television, the telephone, the movie theater. But conditions have altered amazingly. The world has been made over, inventions have speeded up life more in the last 100 years than they had formerly in all the ages since Belshazzar and Nebuchadnezzar. Automobiles, aeroplanes, radio, television, we are moving with increasing speed, and the speaker must fall in line with the impatient tempo of the times. If you are going to use an introduction, believe me, it ought to be short as a billboard advertisement. This is about the temper of the average modern audience. Got anything to say? Alright, let's have it quickly and with very little trimmings. No oratory gives the facts quickly and sit down. When Woodrow Wilson addressed Congress on such a momentous question as an ultimatum on submarine warfare, he announced his topic and centered the audience's attention on the subject with just 23 words. A situation has arisen in the foreign relations of the country, of which it is my plain duty to inform you very frankly. When Charles Schwab addressed the Pennsylvania Society of New York, he strode right into the heart of his talk with his second sentence. Uppermost in the minds of American citizens today is the question, what is the meaning of existing slump in business and what of the future? Personally, I am an optimist. The sales manager for the National Cash Register Company opened one of his talks to his man in this fashion. Only 3 sentences in his introduction, and they're all easy to listen to. They all have vigor and drive. You men who get the orders are the chaps who are supposed to keep the smoke coming out of the factory chimney. The volume of smoke emitted from our chimney during the past 2 summer months hasn't been large enough to darken the landscape to any great extent. Now that the dog days are over and the business revival season has begun, we are addressing to you a short, sharp request on this subject. We want more smoke. Thank you. That's it for the day.